When your loved one's been diagnosed with dementia, caring can feel like a full-time job. And of course, you might be juggling this new caring role while you're also still in the paid workforce. Hi, I'm Jim Rogers and this is Hold the Moment. It's a podcast by people living with dementia and their families. So how can you balance your caring responsibilities with your career? We have an episode of Hold the Moment on that very topic, so make sure you've already listened to that. But did you know you can also call the National Dementia Helpline anytime on 1800 100 500 and speak to an advisor like Kristin. She's here to help you think about an arrangement that works for both you and your employer.
Supporting someone who's living with dementia isn't done in a vacuum. You might find that your caring role starts to compete with other things that you need to do in your life, such as work, volunteering, caring for other family members, even things like exercise or socializing. One of the things that you can do is look at ways to continue to do the things that you enjoy, even if you need to adapt them. Some workplaces can be flexible about changing the schedule so that you might be able to work different days or possibly part-time so that you can continue to support your loved one as well as work. Other times, employers aren't as flexible, and it can be really difficult to make a decision about changing the work that you do, both financially and career-wise. You might find that your employer is initially flexible about working arrangements and that you're doing okay balancing your caring role and your work role. But dementia is a progressive disease. It is something that changes from day to day, and you might find as those changes happen that you continuously have to evaluate what things in your life are still working and what aren't, and whether it's time to make a shift to more part-time work or to look at having people come into the home to provide some support so that you can continue to engage in the things that are important to you. If it feels like your employer or other people around you are becoming less flexible with what you need, sometimes it can be helpful to let them know about dementia. It is okay if you want to continue to work, even though your loved one may need additional caring support. You might also find that financially, it's essential for you to continue to work.
For more tips on how to balance your work schedule while you're caring for a loved one with dementia, you can contact the National Dementia Helpline on 1800 100 500. The free helpline is available 24 hours a day, every day of the year. And there's plenty more episodes of Hold the Moments podcast available right now, either in your favourite podcast app or on the Dementia Australia website.